So like I said, guys, take your entry. I prefer the midpoint to bottom half of the FVG and stop down here. So we're gonna let this play out, and this is, like I said, this is live from this morning.
Just real quick before you start to play,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm on the crypto side, and I know the process is very, very similar, except you're using a scenario that you're starting at the opening bell here. When I've been watching it, and by the way, I had to get back to my Ecuador job here, but I'm in Florida, so I'm not in the country. But anyway, I have been looking at your system, and I understand it, and I agree with it, and I like it. But for example, on that right there, that FVG box, I have noticed that that box doesn't happen until we're past the opening of the mid, and it's more near the top, and then I'm looking for the next one. So does that box open up as soon as it starts to shoot up, or is it in the middle, or is it near the top?
No, so this box, like if I go to the replay, hold on one more second. If I go back, the replay shows you exactly when the box forms. So it's going to form at the close of this green candle that shot up right at open bell. So if I go back, let me kind of slow it down. So if we go here, all right, we're approaching opening bell. Okay, that candle's about to close. Boom. So you see, as soon as that candle closed, this big green candle here, right at opening bell, that's when it forms. So as soon as this 9:35 candle is active, you will see this box.
Okay, so, but for some reason, I thought I was hearing at the bottom of the box or the mid to the box is when you're making your trade, but you're waiting for the next candle after that red one?
Well, I'm waiting for the retest. So you got to think when this box is formed. So when this candle closes here, the green candle, price is way up here, 11,133.
Correct.
So your entry is the retest of the midpoint to the bottom half of this box.
Okay, now I got you. Now I got it.
So your entry point is technically anywhere between 11,096 to 11,080.
So I'm just waiting for the retest, and if it doesn't retest,
no trade.
No trade. Okay.
Yep.
Because I've seen a few of those where it's been going up, and then you see the red FVG or the green FVG, and it just keeps going and going, and there's a whole bunch of them in a row.
Right. Yeah. So that's why it's important to take it at the key areas with the TDI giving you kind of that heads up.
Right.
And like I said, the second part of it is your timing. So I'm taking these at opening bell. Now, if I was to sit here all day, then yes, you would see 10, 20, 30 FVGs probably over a 24-hour period. I'm not chasing every FVG. I'm only chasing FVGs at the lows and at the highs.
Right. And then the retest of the first FVG.
Yes, the retest is your entry for sure.
And then in crypto, there's no opening bell. It's like, unless you want to call it midnight, but you're just looking for that same scenario at whatever time it is.
Right. So what I've noticed too, though, is the top cryptos, at least like your top 50, I guess, top 30.
Right.
They typically move at least during opening bell, very similar to the NASDAQ or your Dow Jones or your SPY, SPX, whatever you're trading that's an indice. ETH and all that, Matic typically moves in those same directions, same patterns at opening bell. But like I said, I'm primarily using this strategy myself on Forex, indices, and gold. I'm not really trading crypto based on this unless it's just a pretty clear setup, but I'm mostly using it for the day trading traditional markets.
Oh, that's probably why I haven't seen a super clear setup, and
right.
Thinking that I'm missing the boat or something. I thought, but I got you now. It's loud and clear. Thank you so much.
Gotcha. Cool. Appreciate it.
Hey, Darrell.
Go ahead.
What about the red FEG boxes? Like when you get a severe drop, couldn't you buy in at the bottom of that drop and look for the retest of that red FEG box?
So can you explain exactly what you're saying?
So like if you get a severe drop, let's say, and you're bottomed out at a point where it's like a retest of a prior low, let's say.
Right.
And
Okay.
let's say at the bottom of that large FVG box up there,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Generally it's gonna go back up and retest that box, right? At a later time.
Yeah, so
Like
that's
wouldn't
my TP actually for the buys. So when I'm taking these buys here for opening bell, my first target is this first FVG. That's an opposite sign, essentially.
got you. Okay. I think I missed that part. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes a
yeah.
lot more sense.
Yeah, if you're on the call last week, or if you weren't on the call, go rewatch that replay. But yeah, your targets are actually the opposite colored FVGs. So if I'm taking the buys here at the open because my
Right.
rules are met, my TDI is low. I'm at the low of the day yesterday, or just lows in general. I'm taking that first green FVG for a buy, and my first target is the next red FVG above. Now, typically,
Gotcha.
what's going to happen if you have consecutive FVGs fairly close, price is going to be attracted to run through all of those. It may kind of push up here, come back, push to the second one, come back, push up to the third one. Or sometimes, if it's a very strong volume day, it's just going to push straight through them. But your first target should be, especially if you're a person that takes partial profits on your trades, your first target is always that next FVG. So normally, if I'm getting a buy here like I did this morning, and I can at least get to this next FVG, I'll take that and be done for today.
Yeah, yeah,
It doesn't
that's a
look
good
like
profit right
much,
there.
right? It doesn't look like much, but if I'm entering here at the bottom half, at 11,090, for example, I got in today at 11,080, actually right at the bottom, and I'm running it up here to 11,150. That's $1,000 day right there.
Nice. Hell
So,
yeah.
right. So if I let this play out real quick, your entry is the retest in the middle or bottom half, which you got there. Boom. Any entry that you would have taken should have triggered here. Your stop is below here around 11, 050-ish, at least a little bit below the wicks here. That's what I like to do.
So
So
what
you're
was
in
your
it.
tolerance for the stop? How much was you willing to lose?
I just place, if I'm taking these setups at open, my stop is always below the recent low.
Now I just wanted to give a perspective of the range. Right there on that trade right there, that's about $600-700.
Well, it depends on your lot. So in Forex, you can adjust the lot size. I mean, this could be a $10 trade for all I care, depending on my lot size. So we have the flexibility on MT4 to dial it up or dial it down. So for me, what I'm trading, yeah, this would be a $600-700 loss, but you can easily enter a trade here, and this is only a $40 loss, $50 loss, $100 loss, because you can adjust that lot size depending on your trade tolerance. But yes, for me personally, the lot sizes I trade, yes, that would be about a 6. Well, let's see, 80 to, actually, no, this would actually only be about a $300 loss, 300 to 400, depending on my lot size.
Yeah, because we trade the same. So,
Gotcha.
I know it's about, I'm willing to risk 500 to 1,000 on mines when I get in.
Right. Yeah. So you would definitely be, so if you took a standard lot, this would only have you down $300. So 100, which is $10 a point, you would be down 300 as your stop loss. And your upside would be, what, $600-700. So about a 2-to-1, a little over 2-to-1.
Yeah. And I trade the futures. So, it's just, you can trade it on a Forex or you can trade it on the futures market.
Right. Yeah. I think yours is a little more volatile as far as the movement.
Right.
Or I think either the payout per point's a little different, but like I said, that's why I love MT4 is, if you're new and you're less experienced, you can dial it down to freaking as low as 10 cents a point. So if you want to just kind of get used to it and, perfect the strategy before going big, you can do that. And there's really no restrictions or anything like that. But yeah, if you're trading a standard lot, this is about a $300 stop, and your first target's about $600 to $700, and your upper targets up here are 1,000 plus. So you're risking, $300 to make, possibly 1,000. At least you should be making 600 to 700. All right. So I'm gonna quickly go through this. So you should be triggered in the entry now. Your stop is still in place. We got very close, but we didn't quite hit it. So we're just gonna let this play out. All right, boom. So first target should have hit. This is the first FVG. If you took partial profits there, let's see what happens. Second target hit. Third target hit. All right. So those FVG guys, if you watch this over and over, those are magnets for price.